Welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates. Before continuing this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest news from Manchester United. Man United transfer news. Ruben Amorim identifies £50 million Marcus Rashford replacement. Marcus Rashford's revelation that he's ready to leave Manchester United has shaken things up at Old Trafford, with Ruben Amorim hoping to get reinforcements in January. Merry Christmas. The January transfer window is just 1 week away, and Manchester United have work to do. Ruben Amorim's side have lost back-to-back games for the second time since he took charge little over a month ago, serving as a harsh reality check for the club's hierarchy. Having spent around £200 million over the summer, United will likely need to get their checkbook out again if they want to finish in the Champions League places. The Red Devils sit 13th going into their Boxing Day trip to Wolves. Yet the future of Marcus Rashford is still the biggest talking point inside Carrington. Amorim insists that it's been his decision to drop him for their last 3 matchday squads, and reports claim that the new United boss is already targeting a replacement. Here's a roundup of the latest transfer news from Old Trafford. Amorim wants Williams to replace Rashford. Ruben Amorim has identified Spain and Athletic Bilbao's Nico Williams as his ideal replacement for Marcus Rashford. Williams, 22, has long been touted for a move to Barcelona, but the La Liga giants' financial issues prevented a deal from being done in the summer window. According to Spanish outlet El Desmarque, United have already reached out to Williams' agent and would be willing to trigger his €60 million, £50 million, release clause should Rashford be sold. European heavyweights Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain are also in the race for the winger's signature. A mad contract update. Former Manchester United chief scout Mick Brown has confirmed that the Red Devils are close to agreeing a new deal with Ahmad. The 22-year-old Ivorian is out of contract at the end of the season but is advanced in negotiations to sign a long-term extension, having impressed under Ruben Amorim and previous interim boss Ruud van Nistelrooy. Brown told Football Insider, "I'm not expecting there to be any issues. They're making good progress in talks. The things that are still left to agree should be a formality, I think. From what I'm hearing, they're confident that an agreement will be reached soon, because it's one everybody involved wants to get over the line. Alejandro Garnacho won't be heading to Barcelona if he leaves Manchester United. Garnacho, 20, has lost his way in recent weeks and was dropped from Ruben Amorim's squad for the Manchester derby amid rumors that he was responsible for leaking team news. El Nacional claimed that the Spanish-born Argentina international's representatives approached Barca to discuss a potential move, but manager Hansi Flick immediately. Bruno Fernandes, Amorim's untouchable starter at Man United. Manchester United have embarked on a new era under the guidance of Ruben Amorim. The Portuguese head coach has heavily rotated his team to play with fresh legs. He acknowledged that this approach is crucial to avoiding the injuries that hindered Erik ten Hag's second season at the club. The Red Devils are set to face Wolverhampton Wanderers tomorrow at the Molineux Stadium. Although it's difficult to predict Amorim's starting lineup, Bruno Fernandes appears to be a guaranteed inclusion. Fernandes is the only United player to have started every match under Amorim, with all other players having been benched at least once. The Portuguese playmaker has been exceptional for United since he arrived in 2020. Manchester United have embarked on a new era under the guidance of Ruben Amorim. The Portuguese head coach has heavily rotated his team to play with fresh legs. He acknowledged that this approach is crucial to avoiding the injuries that hindered Erik ten Hag's second season at the club. The Red Devils are set to face Wolverhampton Wanderers tomorrow at the Molineux Stadium. Although it's difficult to predict Amorim's starting lineup, Bruno Fernandes appears to be a guaranteed inclusion. Fernandes is the only United player to have started every match under Amorim, with all other players having been benched at least once. The Portuguese playmaker has been exceptional for United since he arrived in 2020. Arsenal logo Arsenal FC. Loading official content. Keep watching. He flourished under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and was subsequently handed the captain's armband by Ten Hag. He is continuing to impress Amorim, which tells about his big influence on the pitch. The £45 million-rated superstar has bagged 2 goals and 3 assists in 9 games under the Portuguese manager. He has featured as one of the number 10s and has frequently been deployed at the base of midfield. When playing in the latter role, Fernandes helps to dictate play from deep. Amorim relies on him to quickly switch the play and create chances. Mason Mount is a good backup, but the England international has hardly managed to stay fit. The over-reliance on Fernandes is evident, but Amorim won't be concerned as long as the United captain continues to deliver. Expectations will be high once again for Fernandes, especially as Wolves look to make another statement following their dominant 3-0 victory over Leicester City on Sunday. I refuse to celebrate a Manchester United goal because Sir Alex Ferguson ******* D me off. Former Man United striker Javier Hernandez once refused to celebrate after scoring at Old Trafford after clashing with Sir Alex Ferguson. I feel like I am living a dream, Javier Hernandez said after agreeing to join Manchester United in April 2010. All the impressions I have of the club are good, and Sir Alex Ferguson is a great person, maybe the best coach in the world. Heads were turned when United's search for a new striker led them on a trip across the Atlantic to Mexico. Ferguson already had Wayne Rooney, Dimitar Berbatov, Michael Owen and Danny Welbeck among his forward options, but he was hungry for more quality. Hernandez, who was commonly known as Chicharito, was playing for Chivas de Guadalajara at the time, and he was making a good impression as a talented 21-year-old. He had also scored 4 goals in 4 games for Mexico at senior level. Just as United so often did in Ferguson's day, they ensured they got themselves ahead of the curve, moving for his signature as quickly as possible. The Reds agreed a deal to sign Hernandez in April, subject to approval, and he officially joined in July when the summer transfer window opened. The Mexican's final season at Guadalajara, who he rejoined for a second spell in January this year, saw him plunder 21 goals in all competitions, meaning he moved to United with the bit between his teeth. He quickly offered United supporters an insight of what he would bring to Old Trafford, scoring 2 goals during the club's pre-season schedule. Once the competitive action commenced, United, who had a Premier League title to try and wrestle back after finishing second to Chelsea in 2009-10, immediately found out even more about their summer recruit when he netted on his debut at Wembley against Chelsea in the Community Shield, helping United win the season curtain-raiser 3-1. That was the first of 20 goals the now 36-year-old scored in his debut season at Old Trafford, meaning he played a starring role in helping them reclaim the Premier League title and reach the Champions League final. Hernandez fully justified United's decision to add him to their crop of attacking talent. He scored 13 goals in 27 Premier League appearances and plundered 4 goals in 9 Champions League outings, an average of nearly 1 in 2. Hernandez became a fan's favorite and went from being an unknown quantity to one of the Premier League's most eye-catching forwards. Despite scoring 6 goals in his first 12 league appearances of the next campaign, Hernandez was guilty of having missed several good opportunities, not least against Newcastle United at Old Trafford in November 2011. Having scored 3 goals in his 5 previous Premier League outings prior to the visit of the Magpies, Hernandez's confidence was on the up. However, he was still missing the mark when chances presented themselves, leading to the Mexican having a dispute. Premier League Boxing Day fixtures are free for fans who do one thing. There's 10 Premier League matches taking place this week. Here's how you can stream every game for free. Christmas is a time for family, for spreading joy and, of course, the always hotly anticipated Boxing Day round of Premier League fixtures. Every top-flight team is in action across December 26th to 27th, and all the games can be streamed for free on Amazon's Prime Video. Notable clashes include a West London derby in Chelsea versus Fulham, Arsenal facing Ipswich, and troubled Manchester City taking on Everton. There's a total of 10 games in this midweek round, with football fans able to catch all the action without paying a penny. Every match will be broadcast exclusively on Prime Video and can be streamed free with an Amazon Prime subscription or by signing up for an Amazon Prime 30-day free trial. For households who can't decide which game to tune into, Prime Video will also broadcast the Every Game, Every Goal show from 2:30 p.m. on Boxing Day, with beloved duo Jeff Stelling and Chris Kamara reuniting on screen following their Sky Sports exit and the latter's health battle. There's also the all-day coverage show from 11:30 a.m., with more than 11 hours of uninterrupted live coverage. Prime Video has announced a stellar lineup of presenters and pundits for the individual fixtures, with the likes of Stuart Pearce, John Arne Rees, Gabby Logan, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Jermaine Defoe and Wes Brown among the big names watching pitchside across the games. Here's every Premier League game airing on Prime Video this week. Thursday, December 26th. Man City vs Everton. 12:30 p.m. KO. Bournemouth vs Crystal Palace. 3 p.m. KO. Chelsea vs Fulham. 3 p.m. KO. Newcastle United vs Aston Villa. 3 p.m. KO. Nottingham Forest vs Spurs. 3 p.m. KO. Southampton vs West Ham United. 3 p.m. KO. Wolves vs Man United. 5:30 p.m. KO. Liverpool vs Leicester. 8 p.m. KO. You can stream all of these matches for free by signing up for an Amazon Prime free trial here. Prime also hosts select Champions League fixtures, with upcoming matches such as Liverpool vs Lille on January 21st. But to catch more European action, the UEFA Champions League and Europa League is broadcast on TNT Sports, which costs £30.99 on a rolling monthly plan with Discovery Plus Premium. For the biggest Premier League fixtures, it's worth considering Sky's new £35 Essential TV and Sky Sports bundle, which also includes the World Darts Championship and upcoming Formula One season.